A cold wind whispered through the upscale neighborhood of Greenwood Heights, California, where million-dollar homes lined the streets like quiet monuments of privilege. Inside one of them lived Grace Miller, a wealthy socialite known for her glamorous lifestyle, designer clothes, sparkling parties, and a reputation for perfection. Behind that perfection, however, was a marriage slowly cracking apart. Her husband, Evan Miller, a successful architect, had grown distant. He still fulfilled his roles, duties, bills, events, but the warmth between them had faded. Grace blamed the stress of work. Evan blamed the loneliness inside their mansion. One winter morning, Grace decided she needed extra help around the house. Someone to clean, cook, organize the endless chaos her social life created. She called an agency and requested a new maid. That same week, a young woman named Lily Parker, 23, walked nervously into the Miller estate. Lily had grown up on the rough side of Fresno, raised by a single mother who worked double shifts at a diner. After her mother passed away unexpectedly, Lily was left with nothing, no savings, no home, just determination to survive. She moved to Los Angeles hoping to work and restart her life, taking whatever job she could find. When Lily knocked on the mansion door, she expected coldness. But what she found was far worse. Grace opened the door with an irritated sigh, barely glancing at the girl's worn shoes and patched coat. "You're the maid?" Grace asked sharply. "Yes, ma'am," Lily answered softly. "Fine. Try not to disappoint me." From the first day, Grace treated Lily like furniture, ordering her around, criticizing tiny mistakes, complaining about her clothes, her soft voice, even the way she walked. Lily worked quietly, grateful just to have income. She cleaned rooms Grace never entered, cooked meals Grace rarely appreciated, and arranged flowers Grace always claimed were off. But Evan noticed her. On his late nights home, he saw Lily cleaning the kitchen, humming quietly to relieve her stress. When she accidentally dropped a plate, he didn't yell, he helped her pick up the pieces. When Grace criticized her cooking, Evan secretly thanked Lily, telling her it tasted wonderful. Lily was respectful, always keeping distance, always polite. She never tried to get close. But Evan found himself watching her gentleness, her kindness, her patience despite the cruelty she endured. One afternoon, Evan came home early and discovered Lily in the backyard wiping tears with the corner of her apron. He stepped back, unsure if he should interrupt. But she saw him. "I'm sorry, sir," she whispered, wiping her face. "I'll get back to work." "You don't have to apologize," Evan said softly. "Did Grace say something again?" Lily shook her head. "It's not her. I just miss my mom sometimes." Her voice cracked. Evan felt something tighten in his chest. From that day, things changed. Evan began coming home earlier. He asked Lily simple questions. "How was your day? Are you eating well? Are you settling in?" Questions she had not heard with sincerity in years. Grace barely noticed. She was too busy with charity galas and luxury shopping trips. But others noticed. The doorman, the gardeners, even neighbors. One day, Grace overheard a whisper at a charity event. "Have you seen the new maid? Evan seems unusually kind to her." For Grace, whose greatest fear was losing control of her perfect life, that whisper was enough to trigger a storm. The next morning, she walked into the kitchen where Lily was preparing breakfast. "You think I don't see the way you look at my husband?" Grace snapped. Lily froze. "Ma'am, I would never." "Save it. Pack your things. You're fired." Lily's face drained of color. She didn't beg. She simply lowered her eyes and whispered, "Thank you for the opportunity." When Evan came home and learned what happened, he felt a surge of anger he'd never felt before. "You fired her. For what?" he demanded. "For acting innocent," Grace hissed. "For trying to steal your attention." "You think I'm blind?" Evan stepped back, realizing something profound. He had fallen out of love with Grace long before Lily arrived. Later that night, Evan drove through Los Angeles until he found Lily sitting alone at a bus stop with two small bags, everything she owned. He pulled over. "Lily, please get in the car," he said. "I can't, sir. It's not appropriate." "It's Evan," he corrected gently. "And I'm not letting you sleep outside tonight." She hesitated, then slowly got into the car. Evan booked her a room in a safe motel for the night. He didn't touch her, didn't cross boundaries, just made sure she had food and warmth. For the first time in years, someone treated Lily like a human being. The following weeks changed everything. Grace filed for divorce, accusing Evan of emotional betrayal. Evan didn't fight her, He didn't want a marriage built on fear and image. Once the divorce was finalized, Evan found himself standing outside the diner where Lily had gotten a small job washing dishes. She looked surprised to see him. "You don't owe me anything," she said softly. "I know," he replied. "But I owe myself honesty. And the truth is, meeting you made me realize what kindness feels like again." Lily looked away, unsure. "You deserve someone better than me," she whispered. He smiled. "I think you're exactly the kind of person I was meant to find." They started slowly. Coffee on weekends, walks in the park, long conversations about life, dreams, loss, and healing. Lily learned to trust again. Evan learned to feel again. A year later, on a quiet California beach at sunset, Evan held her hands and asked her a simple question. "Will you build a life with me?" Tears filled her eyes, not of pain this time, but of hope. "Yes," she whispered, and in that moment, the poor girl who once cleaned floors of a mansion found a love that saw her worth, not through wealth, status, or beauty, but through the goodness of her heart.